Okay, so lesson 4.4 or section 4.4 review. That's when we started having inequalities in 2 dimensions, so with a y and an x. And this is very similar to just our linear equations, but now we have this little inequality symbol that we have to take into account. But before we take that into account, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and graph this. Pause the video and try it and see if it comes out about how mine does, maybe with straighter lines. And then after we graph this, we're going to see if these points fall into, if they make sense with this inequality. Okay, so when we graph this, we're going to graph it just like it was a linear equation. So my y-intercept is still at -3, so 1, 2, 3, that's right here. Okay, y-intercept at -3. And then my slope is a +2. So rise 2 over 1, run 1, rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my ruler and try and get a straight line that goes through all those points. That's pretty good. Okay, so I have this line. And that would be y equals 2x minus 3. Now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. With an inequality, we have to take into account this greater than or equal to sign. And if we think about that, so first of all, let's look at this equal to sign. If it has an equal to sign, remember, then our line is going to be solid, a straight, solid line, just like this. If it doesn't have that equal to part and it's just greater than or less than, then this line needs to be dashed and broken up. Okay. And then the second thing is this greater than? Is it less than? Sometimes it's hard to remember. The wide side is the greater side. So y is greater than 2x minus 3. And if y is greater than 2x minus 3, that means everything above the line, because these are our y values, so everything above the line is going to be part of the solution. So I would shade in all of this. Okay, everything, all of this is going to be shaded in. Maybe I should use a highlighter. That doesn't work very much better. Can I change the tip size? That works better. Okay, so all of this is going to be, still not. Anyway, all of this is going to be filled in. Whoops. That's kind of, okay, I'm just having too much fun at this point. Okay, so all of that's going to be filled in. So now let's look at these points and see if they fall in with the solution. So let's look at 2, 5. Okay, so if we go down over 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we are in the shaded region. That is a solution. So let me mark that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's not mark it with that, though. Let's mark it with this. Okay, so we have a point right there. That's probably not the best color to use either. Okay, we have a point right there. 3, -1. So 1, 2, 3, -1, not a solution. So let's say yes, no. And -2, +4. I can say that one is pretty likely. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one right here. Okay, and that's how we can use graphing to find out if it's a solution.